What's up, everybody? It's Big Cheds. Thanks for hanging out with me here today. It's Saturday. Hope everybody had a good Friday night. Warm hello to everybody around the world. I'm Big Cheds. Big Cheds on Twitter, Cheds Trading on YouTube. Soak up all the great content I have in my YouTube channel, especially new traders. Start with the Masterclass tutorials. Check out my books. First third of Trading Wisdom is free here. Trading Quotes, basically free on Twitter. And the Cancer Memoir, all free here. I am working on a new book, Trading Journal. It'll be out in 2025. And of course, check me out on Bitcoin Live for full market updates. I'm doing these quick market updates here on YouTube 5 days a week, except for Wednesday and Sunday. That's when I'm going to do the full market report on Bitcoin Live. So the next one will be Monday here. So how's everybody doing? Let's take a look at Bitcoin. I want to do a quick market update. Check out Bitcoin, Ethereum. Let me know what's up. Let me know how you're feeling in the chat room, and I'll try to get to some of the responses here in a minute. I got a couple tweets, as usual, to take a look at. So what's Bitcoin doing? Oh, no, it's below 100K. Well, it doesn't really matter so much. 100K is not so much of a price level to watch right now. Obviously, given the price response on that shock dip on Thursday, right, late Thursday, and how price found demand around 91, 92K. That's the most important level. But, if we're building rising demand, if we're looking, above 98.5 is also important because that was the peak of the prior range. So 100K, when people think of 100K, they really should be looking at 98.5. And I've been talking about that a lot in the last few updates. So you've got 98.5 is important. You've got the 91, 92K zone. And then ideally, as we continue to stair step and build rising demand, you'd want to see 94, 95 hold, kind of the middle of the channel. So I'm still marking up this local consolidation on the 4-hour, waiting to see how the weekly candle closes. Another beautiful weekly, if closed here, it'd be another beautiful weekly candle. Price riding that upper Bollinger Band. I think it's interesting, though, to kind of look at the rest of the market and see what Ethereum's doing. We had the highest price in 3 years on Ethereum, which is really nice. And we'll go to the weekly chart to kind of visualize, put the move into perspective. Peaked its head right up above, but clearly it's at a kind of high time frame peak here. It may need to pause, and that's fine. And maybe you set yourself up to buy a dip around 3,600 if we get another opportunity there. But the trend is up. You're going to expect the price to eventually continue with the trend. And what is the trend in classical charting? Is that simple MA200, the blue line, simple meaning equally weighted, versus an EMA, which is an exponential moving average. And a couple interesting altcoin moves as well. Maybe we'll bounce around. FTM's been really strong. I actually put out I put out this tweet that I wanted to discuss. There's some really nice charts. So I just tweeted out and I said weekly. What does it mean, Chad? Well, these are just gorgeous charts, and I wanted to. What I try, folks can't watch the chart all day like I do. So I try to put good ideas in front of you, good charts. So, Super is coming off a big time breakout here, breaking, yearly highs, breaking the March lows. And we've been kind of following this consolidation. This is a nice chart, one you want to be looking at, maybe looking to buy a dip or buy the next breakout. So this is a really nice chart. So Super looks super strong. We have FTM, Aave, and FET as well. So there's Super. FTM is a really nice, strong chart as well. Super bullish chart. Aave, unbelievable. Aave just been super beautiful, strong trend. This is another chart I like quite a bit. And the last one was FET. So FET's definitely been improving as well. So I like pretty much all of these charts. You see FET breaking the inverted head and shoulders is the neck baseline, poking its head above that. I'd be looking to buy the dip if you get another retest of that area. So let me stop and say hi to the chat room. Folks, if you enjoy these streams, I'll keep them going, but show me some love. Hit subscribe, hit, put a reply, do a notification, and hit alerts and send a comment and do all that stuff. And I appreciate that. So let me check in with the chat room. What's up? Visual says, I love your content. Thank you. Something I struggle with the most. How do you confirm if the level is lost? Well, really, that's going to be dependent on your how aggressive you are, right? So for a really conservative trader to confirm a level is recaptured or lost, usually you're waiting for maybe 2 or 3 daily candle closes, right? Or maybe even a weekly close. But a more aggressive, a lower time frame trader, a 4-hour close. You can also use a percentage move away. You have to figure out for you, based on how much you can manage a chart, what your confirmation method is going to be. So only you can decide when it's confirmed based on, if you can sit there and watch the chart all the time and you're day trading, you can do a 4-hour, 1-hour confirmation. But if you're a regular day job and you're just trying to live your life, you can't sit there and like work off a 1-hour, 4-hour. You're waiting for a couple daily closes most likely. But in terms of if your idea fails, your idea is your stop loss is when your idea fails. So for example, like if I'm long, FET here and I took long in the break and, late November, if it drops back below like 170, 168, 170, I'm out because my idea failed. The whole idea was the price has recaptured this level. So that's up to you, but it's a great question. Watch my Masterclass webinar. What's up, Indy? What's up, Dreamer, Visual Matt, Monica? Great chat room, folks. Great to talk to you. Let me just Terp says, love this show, man. Thank you so much. So let's see. Somebody asked about Algo. That's a good one. I don't think I've looked at that one a little bit. Let's take a look at Algo. We'll do a couple requests. I don't really have time to do all your requests or read the chat room. If you want a full market report, that's at Bitcoin Live. You see a nice price structure here in that the price it's a big deal for it to be above, right around that 38-cent level. So this definitely an improving chart. You saw the first indication of the orange light turning green, red light, orange, green, which is a metaphor I've used throughout the years, breaking 28. And now ideally you'd want to see it hold, 38, 40 cents. This is definitely an improving chart, looking much better. David says, thanks, bro. Thanks to you. Folks, hit like, hit subscribe. Please hit notifications. Please hit notifications and it helps me out. Let's go to the next tweet I wanted to discuss. So Ethereum, big spot. So Ethereum versus Bitcoin. We're watching Ethereum versus Bitcoin historically because, when this thing turns around, it can be a warning sign for Bitcoin. It's attempted to turn around several times here. And we have a big underside retest. And we've seen this many times around. We had a big one over here around 061, 062. If you remember, a lot of people calling bottom here, but it failed. And it kind of failed. It failed here as well. So last time it tested it and is trying again. So that is a big spot. We talked about those charts. New yearly high for 1. This is a chart that's kind of no one's really looked at for a while. And then I started to see a little bit of relative strength yesterday, and I tweeted it out. And I like to put out good charts in front of you on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. And here you have one starting to turn around. It's definitely a big-time laggard. It is definitely a catch-up play. It's well below the March lows that we often talk about from 2022, but it is building some rising demand here, rising demand. It's breaking out of its base, and now it's a yearly high. Just broke Feb highs. So that was worth an observation, new yearly highs. And Aave, not a terrible spot. So this is me just pointing out to a simple throwback thesis. This is in a tweet I put out when Aave was testing 139 back at the end of October. If you look at it now, it's doubled, which is kind of ridiculous. And it's been really strong. But the idea is you don't need to have a fancy trading plan. I'm writing about this in my trading journal book, which I'm working on for you folks right now. But if you had just at the end here, you have pretty much just a simple throwback here, right here. Just a simple throwback, right? Just a simple throwback. And you see the price. Actually, it's middle of November, 139. So October. So right here. Okay. And boom, it's right here. Sure, it dipped below. So here's a great example of we can talk through. So what do you do here? So your idea is Here's a great one to talk about. So you have a very simple throwback where the price has respected support, it's respected it. So you're going long here. This idea fails, but it comes back into play on the recapture. So if you have a trade idea, you can try it, I believe, up to 3 times, as long as your trade idea is revalidated. And that's why you're managing each position. So for example, if you have a trading channel with a level up here, a level up here, it's a level up here, and it's a very strong uptrend. That's the MA200. You can try to enter here, but then you're managing your risk. Try to enter here, you're managing your risk. You're playing level to level is 2 things. You can play level to level, and then if, say, this idea, which we just illustrated here, where the simple throwback had failed, it is revalidated. So you can re-enter on the revalidation, and boom, we have the price that's doubled. So Aave's been super strong. It is a very, very beautiful chart. I like it, as you can probably tell by the way I'm talking about it. If the market likes it, I like it. That's generally how I approach things. Let's check in with the chat, see how everybody is doing. Yeah, Alec wants me to take a look at Arrow. Sure. And that was requested a couple times. I think it's improved, and I know one of the valued members of Bitcoin Live has it requested for Sunday night. I'll do maybe a little deeper dive then. Look at that. That's definitely some nice momentum. You see it holding. Here's a simple throwback. Look at that. Throwback. One of my most simple ways, one of my favorite types of trade strategies and trade setups. Starting to clear these highs as well. So you've definitely got a little bit of momentum. You got to favor bulls and Arrow. Chart looks pretty good. That is a good choice, Alec. Good job. Indy says Masterclass playlist is really good. Thank you, Indy. Let's see how everybody is doing. So Christian wants to know, how did you call the last bull run top? I got lucky. I guess I did call the 21 top in the exact day, but I got pretty lucky. And what I started to see was a little bit of price weakness in Bitcoin. We started to see Ethereum taking over, and I started to see all the Dino coins bouncing. We're seeing that now. The Dino coins are bouncing, but we're not seeing the Bitcoin price weakness, and we're not seeing yet the deeper mean reversion in Ethereum versus Bitcoin. I was actually back at that point when I called that 21 top. I wasn't calling a cycle top. I was calling a pause, thinking that the price would actually continue on and form an ascending triangle. And continue on to 100K. So I was actually like, I got it right at that point, but I wasn't thinking we were going to drop all the way down to here. It wasn't until we kind of had that fake breakout of 48K, and then around here in April, right when it was like 40K, I said, okay, we're going to like 12 to 14K, and we dropped to 15. So that was a pretty good call. And by the way, I'm going to do a new masterclass on that. But I did get lucky here. I did observe the up thrust, but I was thinking, ascending triangle and continuation. So sure, I called the top exactly, but I was thinking more of a short to medium term top. It turned out to be a longer term top. But that's how I called it. And I'm actually going to go over that quite a bit. I'm going to record a new advanced masterclass. I'm going to talk about the road from 12K to 100K, which is my call at 40K. Why we were probably going to go to 12K. We dropped to 15. Top of the sentiment, bottom. I'll talk about the long signal I put out on Twitter, 18.5, and all the various entries. And I'll talk about all the different interesting turning points in the market. That will be a fun one. Folks, check out all the great stuff on YouTube. Start Masterclass tutorial, watch Trading Wisdom, check out all the other good stuff. You're looking for in-depth market reports, check out Bitcoin Live, where I am a founding analyst, twice a week full market report. I'm going to be here on YouTube doing these quick market updates 5 days a week. So every day except for Wednesday and Sunday when I do the Bitcoin Live. If I didn't get a chance to read your comment, I'm sorry. I'm just me. I'm hanging out, sharing some thoughts with you. If you leave a comment, I'll try to get to it next time, and I'll do one of these again on Monday here on YouTube. So I hope everybody has an awesome, awesome, awesome weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Big Ched out.